Coming up on sports, then the regular season finales for our Bengals, Cougars, and Panthers. And it is Super Soccer State time coming up on Sports Den. Why, hello everyone and welcome to Sports Den Special Thursday edition.
Ooh,
yeah. We had a
I was
special.
here from yesterday, and I just
Yeah, you were here. You were here. We weren't though. We were at St. Cloud State.
Yep.
Covering some state soccer.
Yep. It was
So
fun
now
too.
we have a special Thursday edition.
Yep.
Last Wednesday we had a special on location edition at Blaine.
Yeah, it
So
was pretty cold. I did.
Yeah. So the football games we're going to show you, they're over a week old. That's
Yeah,
fun.
That's all right though.
Yeah.
It's
If it's
still
sat out of the
there.
fridge that whole time, don't eat it. But luckily, we keep them in a cool, dry sack. So they are ready for your enjoyment. We're going to start with the game of the week. That is the Blaine Bengals hosting the Anoka Tornadoes. And it was not only senior night, but youth football night, probably parents' night, and blue scarf night.
Powder.
Powder Blues.
Yeah.
You know it's a special night.
Yep.
And it's special. Late in the first quarter, Alex Copa sprints. No one near him. A diving tackler. He evades him. He's in. 56-yard touchdown for Alex Copa. That's a Play of the Week nominee, Star Wipe. He had no other intention other than to run fast and to score a touchdown. He did all those things. 7-0 Bengals after Zach Wright extra point. Second quarter, more Copa. This time from the Anoka 35. Same type of play. Finds the seam, sprints to the house. 35-yard touchdown, Copa. Wright's extra point makes it 14-0. Anoka trying to score before the half. Fourth down, Bengals. The defense says no soup. They stop him short. Still 14-0 at the break. Hi, it's a Mario. I'm losing my mustachio. Help me, Luigi. Third quarter, still 14-0, or was until Copa connects with Zach Wiley. 41-yard touchdown strike. This time Copa strikes through the air, right extra point, 21-0 Bengals. We go to the fourth quarter. Anoka punches one in. Reed Lindsay. Sometimes close enough is good enough. 3-yard touchdown score, 21-6 is the score. Later in the fourth, Kunle Ayende bottled up for most of the game. He pops the cap off here. 35-yard touchdown run for Kunle Ayende, and it's 28-6 Bengals.
You like that name, don't you?
Kunle Ayende.
Yeah, that's right.
Bengal D, hope I'm saying it right. Bengal D comes up big. Josh Lampkin, the quarterback sack. And I'm sorry, but there is just no soup for Anoka on this night. 28-6 Bengals win big. We caught a few Bengals by the toe after the game.
It was for sure difficult to prepare this week. We had a short week playing on a Wednesday. We had to come focus in practice, but we still wanted to execute like we did against Centennial.
We had good swarm on the ball, but we still let up too many points this game. I'd rather prefer a defensive shutout, but I put that on my own shoulders for not stepping up tonight.
Josh Lampkin puts that one on his own shoulders to give 6 points. Alex Copa, 72 yards passing, 131 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns total. Kunle Ayende, 39 yards and a touchdown. And Caleb Butler, double-digit tackles every game this year. Also had half a sack. So Maple Grove and Steno Grace, they're basically your conference winners. Maple Grove gets that 8th victory after Osseo forfeits it back to them.
Yep.
All right, Centennial rounded out their regular season hosting Coon Rapids and, the winless Cardinals of Coon Rapids. And the winner gets to avoid the 8th seed in the sections.
Oh.
So the Cougars, they want to win every game,
right.
but they definitely wanted to win this one for playoff seeding purposes especially. The Cougars score first. Tucker Treadle takes it in from 5 yards out, untouched, at least by human contact. He does tear up at sunsets. Hans Gorowski the extra point, and it's 7-0 Cougars. Second quarter, The give to the fullback, Jordan Clark. Another big hole, and he's off to the races. Almost going untouched, but he gets a shove toward the end zone. 50-yard touchdown and a Play of the Week nominee. Capped off a 6-play, 97-yard drive. You just got Clarked. Goralski extra point, 14-0. Cardinals, Alex Boxwell hits Clark Walskog for the 10-yard touchdown. Cardinals are on the board, but the extra point is blocked. Check out this special teams play. Brian Bonneman, he blocks the kick, 14-6 Cougars. Still second quarter, Michael Diggins, the 9-yard touchdown run. Goralski the extra point, 21-6 Cougars, still not done. More Diggins. This time from 21 yards out. Takes it inside. And he sprints towards the corner of the end zone. 21-yard score, Goralski the extra point, 28-6. Then before the half, Cardinals threatening. But this pass is going to be picked off by Pearson. Nice play there with the interception. He even returns it. Not to the 15, but he actually gets it up to the 30. 28-6. Cougars at the half. Third quarter, Cougars more rushing. Treadle from their own 40. Yep, this one's to the house as well. Big plays, big scores. 60-yard touchdown, Tucker Treadle, Play of the Week nominee. Extra point no good. 34-6 Cougars up big. Max Corey is going to throw the swing screen out to Diggins. He catches and he runs.
And he runs.
And he runs. 38-yard touchdown for the Cougars. He gets across the goal line. That's what Diggins does. Another Play of the Week nominee. Goralski converted the extra point on this one, and it was 41-6 in favor of the Cougars. Cardinals add a score late, and 41-14 was your final. Big game rushing. A. Digger Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you could hear him there, he would in fact tell you that it was a big game rushing. Corey, 52 yards passing and a touchdown. That screen pass to Diggins, who had 158 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns, over 350 rushing yards for the Cougars. That is a team record, as Treadle putting in 179 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Clark putting in over 50 as well. I think it was actually over 400 or something like that. That's crazy. Maple Grove and Totino both undefeated in conference, 8-0 overall, and Centennial 3-4 and 3-5, and Blaine they ended up on the winning side for being Anoka 5-3 in conference, 5-3 overall. You were hoping that would be a number 4 seed for the Bengals in the section. It didn't work out that way. They're seeded number 5, and that's very important because they get to travel to Brainerd. So Brainerd catches the 4 seed, and Blaine is going to catch the bus. So that game is on Friday night. That's tomorrow night. The winner plays at probably Maple Grove, let's be honest. And then bottom half of the bracket, Osseo and Anoka, along with Champa Park and Centennial. So then they move on to the next round, and then they reshuffle after the second round because there's 32 teams in this Class 6A.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fun. Centennial, it'll be traveling to Champa Park to take on the Rebels. They've seen them before.
Yep.
Had a close game with them.
Oh, yeah.
So it should be interesting.
Could be tough.
Who do you think wins that section?
Maple Grove.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. Maple Grove and Osseo, maybe that showdown, but I think there'll be a couple of upsets in this one. Some pretty evenly matched teams.
And you know what? Centennial may be one that kind of scares them.
Well, if they run for 500 yards,
that's right.
They run for 500 yards again, then they'll probably have a good chance of winning.
Well, the Panthers got their wish. They're the conference champs once again, 3rd years in a row. That's pretty good.
The trifecta, 3-time champs.
Exactly, yeah.
But there's still unfinished business.
There's still, right here. See,
you got that?
Right there. There's my Panthers.
You got rid of your Livestrong. Now it's unfinished business.
No, Armstrong, anyway. We're going to go to the highlights for that game. Panthers, it's a little close for Comfort. Well, look at this. EJ, it don't matter. He gets all the way down, and he gets stopped to the 6-yard line. Oof. Look at that. There you go. Here comes Walters. He goes in for the touchdown. Now, what's this? Hey!
Little trickery.
For Zena, it's a two. Hey,
That was special
that's
trickeration.
Oh, yeah. On the ensuing kickoff, it's Max Gust. Look at this guy. He can fly. He's unreal. He gets all the way down to the 25-yard line. He gets a touchdown. Panthers lead 8-7. Whew. EJ again. Look at this. He slipped, and he still goes all the way down to the 54-yard touchdown to the house, and the Panthers are up 15-7. The Saints get a nice pass right here for a touchdown. For Gus, it's 15-14, halftime. Are you kidding me? Look at that, it's the same play. EJ again, he goes to 60 yards this time for 22
Oh, he got tripped up at the back of the end zone.
The fumble here, and it's, they're still in business.
That's trouble.
It's only one there touchdown right there. Gust for the touchdown. And with that, it's 22-20.
They need 2.
They go for 2? Nope. Tick, 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 tick. Watch this. It's a hooker and ladder. Oh, no, that's not good. Then it's time, Schroeder. Delcourt with a big sack. And here comes another set. Axelson. That's it.
You forgot something.
Yeah. But the Panthers win this one 29-20. And what a game. EJ, he rushed for 355 yards and 3 touchdowns. Grant Walters, 6 for 17 yards. Jared Evans, 7 for 34. And Connor Keefe, 1 for 25 yards.
EJ, a strong contender for Player of the Week.
Yeah.
And Park wins conference outright.
Yep.
And something about a ladder.
Yeah, hook and ladder.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. There's the Panthers. They are 7-0. Cooper Hawks, look at that, 5-2. Chisago Lakes, 5-2. Irondale, 5-2. Yeah.
There's a whole lot of 5-2 going on.
And Benilde is right there in the middle, along with North Branch. They're coming. North Branch, they got the, they won. They won.
They're hot right now.
Yeah. And the Panthers, it's a big game coming up for the Panthers.
All right. And so if we have some other scores that closed out the conference season, Elk River and Maple Grove winning a tight game for Maple Grove over Champlain Park. That basically decided the conference for Maple Grove. And over the win over Armstrong, Totino beats Asio.
Benilde beat North Branch 38-7. Irondale was beaten by Chisago Lakes 24-21. Fridley beating St. Louis Park 25-21. And Cooper beat Minnesota South 49-0.
Yep, and that game was big for Totino, not only for the conference being undefeated in conference, and also they needed that to get a first-round bye in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a look at the quarterfinal game from Section 4-5A, featuring Andover, the 6th seed, and number 3 St. Paul Central, as Spring Lake Park awaits the winner of this game. And in the first quarter, it was Derek McLaughlin taking the handoff and running 31 yards for the score. Doesn't look like much of a 6th seed. They're the last seed in this section, by the way. Pretty good section.
Yeah.
And still in the first quarter, the Minutemen punting from their own end zone. This one's fielded by Austin Lorch at midfield. And he gets some blocking, and he takes it to the house. 50-yard touchdown on the punt return. 14-0 Huskies. Before the half, Minutemen trying to get one on the board. Trying to be the last-minute win, but Andover Huskies, check this out, a big stop on 4th down before the half. Linebacker Jason Dilley comes up with a big stop. They keep momentum on their side, 14-0 Huskies at the break. Third quarter, they've got one of the top quarterbacks in the state, Connor Wilkie. They like to throw, and he hits his man Tyler Evans on the post, slows down, catches, avoids the safety, and 2 more tackles. He gets in, 28-yard touchdown for Evans from Wilkie, 21-0 Huskies. Still in the third, McLaughlin, 1-yard touchdown run, extra point, made it 28-0. They added a safety to round it up to 30-0, and the number 6 seed beat the number 3 seed. Upset?
No.
Well, that's a pretty good 6 seed. Is Andover. That's who Spring Lake Park has on the gamut right now.
Yeah.
So far, Spring Lake Park is undefeated. Can they keep that undefeated record intact and take down the Andover Huskies? They got a home game.
They're tough. Andover is real tough, and you know what? Spring Lake Park is going to have their hands full. Yeah, but
maybe it'll be like 30 and snowing. They could hope for that.
Totino Grace plays Mahtomedi, the #1 team against #4 team. You know what? Don't be too surprised because Mahtomedi can beat Totino Grace. I beat them last year.
Some good teams in this section. It's going to get interesting.
Yep. Unreal.
All right, we're going to go to break. Before we do that, we're going to ask a trivia question. How many state titles do our soccer teams have combined? Boys, girls, Blaine Centennial, and Spring Lake Park. Combined state soccer titles, if you think you know the answer. And we're going back all the way to 1927.
Okay.
Yep. 763-231-2809, or you can email us at sports@northmetrotv.com. We'll be right back. We've got state soccer. We've got volleyball, swimming and diving, all that plus more. You're watching Sports on North Metro TV.
You've had frozen pizza. You've had pizza old and cold. Oh, you've even had pizza that tastes like cardboard and ketchup. Well, what the heck? It's time to find out what pizza is supposed to taste like. It's time for Linwood Pizza. Linwood Pizza. Taste the difference fresh makes.
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
In Anoka County, contact Twin Cities Insurance Group, your nationwide insurance agent.
If you need seamless gutters, whether the job is large or small, you can say,
I know a guy!
For your full service landscaping, you can say,
I know a guy!
If you need commercial or residential lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy!
I'm Charlie Walker, and if you need professional seamless gutters, landscaping, and lawn care, you can say,
I know a guy!
With gold at all-time high, take that rope and say bye-bye. Earrings, bracelets, rings, and chains. We buy gold at your exchange. Don't send your gold to someone strange. We buy gold at your exchange. Spring Lake Park, Friendly Blaine. We buy gold at your exchange.
Once the polls close on Tuesday, November 6th, tune in to North Metro TV for complete coverage of Election Day.
Join us as we focus on local election results while also keeping you up to date on state and national races.
Starting at 8 p.m., our team coverage will bring you live results, in-depth stories, and exclusive interviews.
North Metro TV, your home for Local Decision 2012.
Welcome back, Sports Den fans.
Sports Den.
Yes.
Yep.
We'll have our own time to vote starting next week.
Yep.
But right now we're going to talk about last week's trivia question. I asked career passing yards leader for the Bengals. The answer was Eric Klein. We did have a guess. The guess was James Peterson. He was second place. He was number 2. It was a good guess.
Yep.
But we're getting close.
Yep.
That was close. So
Eric Klein.
Eric Klein's the answer.
All right.
State soccer. There's a state soccer game tonight that'll
Yep.
be covered on television. We had one last night. We made the trip.
Uh-oh.
We have 2 of our teams playing each other in the state tournament. That's a rarity. We made the trip up to St. Cloud State University for some girls state soccer Class 2A quarterfinal. Number 3 Centennial taking on Blaine. Late in the first half, Brittany Montian give and go with Abby Wolder. Montian opened for the shot, and she would not be denied. And she opens up the scoring. Bengals are on the board. That's a Play of the Week nominee, catching the Cougars by surprise. Of course, it's their go-to girl, Brittany Montian. She is good at soccer. It was 1-0 Bengals at the break. Cougars ratcheted up in the second half, putting pressure on Barbara Verdick in net, but she held strong. Scoop that one up, and then watch this corner kick bending all the way to the post. It's good to have friends like the post if you're a goalie. The Bengals put some distance on the Cougars in this corner. Monty on kicks. Taylor Greathouse with a roundhouse heard round the Huskies' house. One-timer goal is in, and the Bengals tighten up the clamps even harder, and they upset the Cougars 2-0. Taylor Greathouse, fantastic goal, and the Bengals advance to the semifinal at the Metrodome to play Wayzata. Big win for Blaine. Great career for Jenna Roaring. Unfortunate, that's her last high school game. Sad to see her go, but the Bengals happy to be moving on. We talked to a few of the Bengals after the game.
I just had the drive, and my teammates made sure I got pissed before the game so I could just stay on her the whole game. And I just really made sure to stay up tight on her and not let her turn, because once she turns and goes, we all know she's fast. So I just made sure she couldn't turn and get the ball away from me.
I believe our players worked really well on her tonight. They knew what to do, they knew what the task was to do, and I believe they carried that out very well.
I was just willing to do whatever it took to win the game, and I was working my hardest, and I think everyone else on the team was, and it really showed tonight.
I just found Abby in the middle, and I knew that there was open space behind the defender, so I just took off into it and I yelled for it. So I was hoping to get it because I knew that if we put one away early, we could set them back and kind of build on it from there.
I know our girls, I know our team, we work for what we want, and we deserve it. We've worked this entire season, and I know we wanted it more, we had it.
Team indeed, Bengals victorious. They pull off the upset. They will be taking on Wayzata, who had a convincing 6-0 win over St. Michael Albertville. Other half of the bracket, Lakeville North, number 1 seed. They had a 2-0 victory over Eden Prairie. They'll be taking on White Bear Lake, so the Centennial, the only seeded team not to advance out of the top 4 teams. So the semifinal is going to be at the Metrodome on Tuesday. Blaine's going to play in a 2 p.m. game. Blaine students get out of school.
Yeah. You know what, though? I wonder why did they go to St. Cloud to play against Centennial?
They have 4 sites, and then they decide which teams are going to play where.
Okay.
That's fun. They have a 3-day window. All right. Taking a look at state Class A girls soccer brackets, it's Benilde taking on St. Peter, South St. Paul taking on Casson-Mentorville, Totino Grace taking on Cloquet, and Blake taking on Alexandria.
Aha. Boys.
All right, and boys soccer, we know the Bengals are playing tonight. They're taking on Champlain Park, a familiar foe in the Northwest Suburban Conference. QCTV will cover that game. We'll have it on North Metro TV and highlights for you next week. The winner of that game will move on to play the Metrodome next Monday at 4 p.m. as it'll be the winner of Minneapolis South and Bloomington Jefferson. Other half of the bracket, Stillwater taking on Owatonna, and Eastview taking on Moorhead. Those games happening tonight.
Tonight.
Okay, got it. In Class A state, St. Paul Academy taking on Waconia, St. Paul Como Park taking on St. Cloud Cathedral, Rochester Lourdes and Mankato East, and Prairie Seeds with a section final victory over Totino Grace taking on Duluth Marshall. There was a little bit of a scuffle in that
yes.
game. Yeah.
Prairie Seeds.
Saw that.
They're gone.
They're gone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Totino Grace will know.
They'll take their place.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I knew that.
That's a kick in the prairie.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Time for volleyball. Let's take a look at some Section 5 3A playoffs as Centennial found themselves in the first round. It's been several years since they've had to play a first-round game as the 6th seed taking on the 11th seed. Cougars hosting the Spring Lake Park Panthers. In Game 1, Carly Trout taps it over. The Cougars take the lead. And then it's the Cougars' 8th grader, Olivia Jensen, with the kill. She's an 8th grader, Jeff, but she plays like a super 8th grader. And Trout plays like a pass. Cougars take Game 1. El juego número 2. That's game number 2 in Espanol.
I knew that.
Panthers, Rachel Klesk with the kill. And then it's Cougars. Nice dig here. And it's Liz Olson putting it away. Cougars take Game 2. Game 3, we go to match point. Lindsay McCauley serves up back-to-back aces, and the Cougars win and advance to the quarterfinal round with a 3-game sweep. Lindsay, how'd you feel?
I thought we were really scrappy and we didn't let any ball hit the floor.
and we really wanted to come out and just take it to them.
They took it to them. So here's the non-confusing at all bracket. As you see, Blaine, they get the first round bye. They're taking on Mounsey, who beat Rogers, and this is a little more understandable. As Centennial moved on, they taken on St. Michael Albertville in that quarterfinal. Osseo taking on Champlin, Totino Grace against Maple Grove, and Blaine, should they defeat Mounsey, which they should, they'll be hosting those semifinal games, and then the championships at Anoka. So semifinals next Wednesday. Halloween, we'll be there. We have at least one team, and I'm sure we will. And Jeff's gonna dress in costume.
Actually, I'm going to.
All right. Wow. It's time now for everybody in the pool. It's swimming and diving, Blaine and Centennial. Starting with the 200-meter medley, I should say yard medley. Bengals in lane 4. Sullivan, Dayton, Slotsby, and Conger get the victory for the Bengals. They're off to a good start. In the 200 free, Centennial's Alyssa Dean records a time of 2 minutes, .42. In the 200 individual medley, Tara Chapman, daughter of one of our announcers for the night, wins big by a half a lap. 2:18.22 is her time. In the 50 free, it's a Cougar sweep. They take first, second, and third. Anna Udine wins it at the touch. The Cougars, you see there, Udine winning the touch. We go to diving. Cougars with the lead. Bengals looking to close the gap in points. It's Nicole Whedon with a lot of nice dives, recording the biggest scores of all the divers. She's fun to watch. In the 100 fly, Alyssa Udine wins at 101.12. In the 100 free, it was the Bengals' Alyssa Anderson winning this one at 114.16. And then later in the evening, in the 400 free relay, the Cougars beat the Bengals to the wall, and Udine, Chapman, Udine, Schroeder, also a very reputable law firm, may I add, getting the win for the Cougars. It was a good night for the Cougars on senior night. They win their last home meet, and senior night, we caught up with Cougar sisters and a Bengal diver.
It's a lot of fun and very emotional. I mean, won't be back here for a while, so until the next alumni meet, I'm really looking forward to that and seeing all the girls again.
Our JV and our younger swimmers are very strong, so they've helped us with a lot of our wins, and the team is just like a family to us. It's really fun.
My inward dive pike, I just try to keep my chin and chest up on the top and then touch my toes and stretch the bottom.
I do the same thing before the show starts. It's ironically. Our athlete of the week is EJ.
Hey, yeah.
If you put up 315 yards and 3 touchdowns,
you get it. Yeah.
Even Taylor Olson is impressed, and he will give you the athlete of the week award.
All right.
Congratulations to EJ. 2 weeks in a row.
2 in a row.
Making a habitat of that.
I know.
Time now for our play of the week.
Off
that, crack it open, and careful, don't spill. Oh, every time. Here it is. It's the state quarterfinal in soccer. Brittany Montian getting the pass from Abby Wohlers. She puts it past the keeper, and the Bengals are on the board. They take the surprise 1-goal lead. They put the clamps down on defense, and the Bengals win! Brittany Montian and the Bengals Girls Soccer, you get the play of the week.
Yeah, she gets a sportsman shirt.
She's already got a sportsman shirt.
She got another
better
one.
be sporting it. I'll find out if she is. So we've got playoff games going on. Saturday we got that Andover Spring Lake Park football game.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be fun.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough to know what's happening there. But go and support your teams. Go to NorthMetroTV.com. Soon we'll vote for athletes of the fall season. Go Bengals.
Go Panthers.
And go Cougars.
Go Vikings.
Go Vikings.
Vikes.
Tonight they're playing.
Yep.
Tonight.
Right now.
Tonight. Soon. Very soon. Very soon.
Vikings.